Hello students, welcome to Advocate Bapu Sahib Bhunde High School Lonavala. Standard 5th EVS II Evolution. In previous chapter, Life on Earth, you studied about the formation of the earth, beginning of life on the earth and the animal world on the earth. So, today I am going to take you to a jungle safari. Let us meet some animals and make new friends. Here are some of our wild friends. Where can we meet these animals? Do we find them in the jungle or a zoo? No, we cannot meet them. You must have seen them in movies because they do not exist now. Some environmental changes occurred and these animals came to an end. Some of these gradually transformed into some other creatures and survived. These gradual or slow and stepwise change is evolution. So let us study some interesting facts of evolution. And now in this chapter we will study about evolution, the concept of evolution, the stages of evolution of animals and apes. But before that, you should know the meaning of evolution. Similar word of evolution is development. The development of plants, animals, etc. over many thousands of years from simple early forms to more advanced one. We'll look after the concept of evolution. The word evolution is generally understood to mean gradual and continuous change. Evolution in the plant and animal world can be explained in the following manner. In the process of survival by adapting to environmental changes, certain internal physical changes occur in some animals of a species. Over a period of time, these internal changes become inherited characteristics seen in all following generations. Thus, a new species with characteristics different from the original may be created. Such a species is usually more evolved than the original one. Sometimes the original species dies out or becomes extinct. Extinct means something that is no longer in existence of a species, family, or large group that has no living members. Sometimes more than one species evolve from the original one. The first scientists give us a systematic explanation of the concept of evolution was Charles Darwin. Species which are capable of adapting to environmental changes are able to survive. The ones that cannot do so become extinct in the process of evolution. In ancient times, there were many species of a type of animal called dinosaurs. Dinos in Greek means terrible and sauros means lizard or reptile. Dinosaur means a terrible lizard. Some of these dinosaurs were enormous in size. It appears that these species of enormous dinosaurs suddenly become extinct. Some sudden natural disaster or environmental change is believed to be responsible for their extinction. Some sudden natural disaster or environmental change is believed to be responsible for their extinction. Fossils of dinosaurs with wings have been discovered. It is believed that some species of two legged and winged dinosaurs evolved into birds. Next, 4.2, the stages of evolution of animals. We have learned in the previous lesson that life on earth began with unicellular organisms known as protozoa. These unicellular organisms gave rise to multicellular or living things. The multicellular organisms evolved gradually and various classes of plants and animals came into being. The following are the stages of evolution of animals: invertebrates and vertebrates. Invertebrates, animals without backbone, are called invertebrates. For example, a snail, freshwater sponge, earthworm. See, more examples are there: fly, crayfish, crab spider, and we'll learn more about what is an invertebrate. Invertebrates are animals that do not have a spinal column or a skeleton made of bones. Some invertebrates are jellyfish, worms, molluscs, and arthropods. Most of the animals on the earth are invertebrates. Many of them live in the sea and are very small. They have a soft body because they do not have skeletons. Many have a shell or exoskeleton to protect their soft bodies. Second one, vertebrates. Vertebrates, animals which have backbone, are called vertebrates. For example, fish, mammals, amphibians, birds, reptiles. Look at the ones given below, means aquatic animals. Example, fish. Animals that dwells in water are known as aquatic animal. Aquatic animals that live in ponds, rivers, lakes are known as freshwater animals. We'll learn more about what is vertebrate. Vertebrates are animals that have a spinal column and a skeleton formed from bones. The skeleton holds up and protects the body. The five groups of vertebrates. First one, fish. Fish live in water and breathe through gills. Their skin is covered in scales and they have fins to swim. Second one is amphibians. Amphibians can live in water and on land. Their babies live in the water and breathe through gills. The adults breathe through lungs and through their skin. Reptiles. A lot of reptiles live on land and some in water. They breathe through lungs. Their skin is covered in scales and some have a shell. Fourth one, birds. Birds live on land and in the air. They breathe through lungs. They have feathers and wings. Fifth, mammals. A lot live on land, some in water. They breathe through lungs. Their body is covered in skin and fur. Their babies feed on their mother's milk. The following are the characteristics of most of the mammals. First, growth of the baby in the mother's womb for some time before birth. The baby is fed on the mother's milk for some time after birth. The platypus and some species of anteater are exceptions to this. Anteater means an animal with a long nose and tongue that eats ants. They are considered mammals because even though they lay eggs, they suckle their young ones. They are considered mammals because even though they lay eggs, they suckle their young ones. Suckle means feed their young ones. Now next one, 4.3, apes. Apes are somewhat like humans in appearance. They mostly lived on trees. Those species of apes which continued to live on trees retained their original ape-like form. However, in grasslands, some ape species were forced to move around on the ground. These species evolved gradually and in time gave rise to the human species. This happened first on the African continent. The first human species is called a primitive man. Primitive means the first. Summary of this chapter: Evolution. 4.1, the concept of evolution, the stages of evolution of animals and apes. And now, in next lesson, we shall learn more about the evolution of the human species. So be connected till the next video. Till that, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.